Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, productive day on today. In today's video, I am going to be telling you guys what I did to increase my credit score over 150 points within a year and a half. So first things first is I really made up in my mind that I was going to commit to repaying my credit and make this change. I was tired of being denied. I wasn't able to get approved for credit cards, for loans. I wasn't able to just go get me a new car without having a cosigner. And I was just tired. I'm like, something has got to give, something has got to change. So I really just sat down. I found me a trusted source. I will watch, credit videos day in, day out. I will take notes and I really just went for it. I did pull a copy of my credit report for free. Back then it was free every year. Now you can get it for free every week at annualcreditreport.com. I pulled a copy of my credit report. I highlighted all inaccuracies, all errors. I wrote down all collections. You will write down charge-offs, late payments if you have that. And I did that. I then went into disputing. I started by disputing personal information. I called the credit bureaus, all three credit bureaus. I disputed over the phone all inaccuracies that I saw when it came to my personal information section. If my name was spelled incorrectly, if it was an incorrect date of birth, social address, like old address, I disputed all of that. You should only have one name, one date of birth, one address, one phone number, one social when it comes to your credit report. This is so crucial when it comes to disputing because a lot of times people go and dispute and they don't clean up their personal information section. So you'll have a collection that's tied to a previous address that you use or an old address that you use. And you need to delete this address before you go into disputing because if you don't, they're going to recognize you because your address is right there. So make sure that you're disputing. Like I stated, you can call like I did. They'll delete it, automatically. Within a few hours, you'll get confirmation by email, or you can mail it in, or you can do it online. Next thing I did was inquiries. I wrote down, all inquiries. You want to make sure that you're only disputing inquiries that are tied to accounts that you did not get approved for. Reason being, if you dispute any inquiry that's tied to an open account, you can risk this account being closed. So again, make sure that you're only disputing inquiries that you did not get approved for. It's very easy to do this. I say you only do 4 at a time. You can call the credit bureaus. They will race it, right then and there. A lot of times you won't have a good rep. That's okay. You will hang up, try again. And I like to say call earlier in the day, when they're just waking up, having a good morning. If you don't have the time to call and sit on the phone with them, you can always, mail it in or you can dispute it online as well. Now, personal information and inquiries is the only thing that I recommend that you dispute online or by calling in. Any other thing, you need to make sure that you're sending in dispute letters. Now, we're going to get into dispute. Once I, cleaned up personal information inquiries, I went into disputing collections. I wrote down all my collections on my round 1 letter. I then, sent that to all 3 credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. I sent it out to them. I waited, the 30, 35 business days, started to receive, documents back from the investigation. Some was removed, some was not removed. The ones that was not removed, I didn't cry on it. I kept going. A lot of times people give up because they want easy results. But you didn't took all this time to mess up your credit and you want your stuff to be fixed within 30 days. Like it does not work like that. I literally just kept going. I went to round 2. The collections that was not deleted, I put that on my round 2 letter. Same cycle. Next round, some deleted, some wasn't. Moved to round 3. Same thing. Some was deleted, some wasn't. Then I moved into round 4. Round 4 is where it gets very fun because you can now start factual disputing. Factual disputing is when you look at each credit bureau report side by side. I like to recommend try merge credit report for this because you'll be looking at Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax side by side. You can get a Tri-Merge from smartcredit.com or Identity IQ, and it is other out there, but those are the two I recommend. And it'll tell you, the inaccuracies you see across the board. So say you have Experian reporting a balance of 500, TransUnion 200, Equifax 600. That right there is the error. According to the FCRA, everything on your credit report must be accurate. So you would simply just write a letter to the credit bureaus, a screenshot of the 3 different amounts across the board. You would tell them, you pulled a copy of your credit report. You guys stated that everything in my credit report is accurate, when disputing the previous ones, but here we are, and it's accurate across the board. Like, delete this immediately. And they have no choice but to delete it, because it's their job, to verify that. If it's not verified, if it's, up to date, they have to delete it. And that's according to the FCRA. So once I got into factual disputing on my 4th round, that's really when I saw the deletions. I started with like 12 collections. Once I got to that 4th round, 5th round, like, I had 0. And again, it was easy for me because I stayed committed, I stayed consistent, and I didn't give up. Like, a lot of people, they'll give up, start back over, like they'll repeat the cycle. But when you do that, it just makes it so much harder on yourself because you got to keep starting over again. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did when it came down to the repairing, now building. When it came to building, I started off with a Credit One credit card. A lot of people have their negative things to say about it, but that card actually helped me. When it came to building, they gave me a chance. Now, I will say they don't give you high credit limit increases, but that's okay because it was just my starter card. The next card that I was approved for was my Chase, which I absolutely love. As you guys know, when you start to move up, you get like rewards, and with Chase you can get free flights, if you're using a card. And then next I did get Apple, and I love the card as well. And then I did have 2 store card, which was Victoria's Secret and Children's Place, which I don't recommend. Like, I really don't recommend store cards. If you can, just stick with the bank cards. And I did not just go applying for these cards, y'all. I made sure the time was right when it came to applying to my credit card. And then last thing, I was added as an authorized user on my husband's credit card. Now, when you're being added as an authorized user, you need to make sure that that authorized user is reporting under 10% utilization. They're paying their bills on time, and they're very responsible, because if they're not responsible, it will affect your credit. And lastly, I made sure that when I was paying back my own personal credit cards, I was reporting 10% or underutilization. On my due date, I was paying it. I was paying my minimum or paying it down to under the 10% mark, and then I will let that slow balance sit to after my statement day pass, and then that's when I'll repeat the cycle. And that's basically what I did to repair my credit. I started in the high 500s, and now I am over the 750 mark. Again, I changed my mindset. I, disputed everything till everything was completely gone. I applied for credit when the time was right. And then I was added as an authorized user, and I was making sure that I paid my credit card down to 10% or under utilization. So those are the things that I did. I will get more into it in the upcoming videos. I hope this video helped you guys. Don't forget, you can book a free consultation with me. I will put the link in the description box. And I hope this video helps at least someone. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.